Hello, Goddess, and welcome to this week's Divine Feminine Energy reading today. And of course, empowerment message for Super Signs Sunday this week, our bi-weekly energy update and check-in, because there's just so many things happening right now, isn't there, Goddess? For those who may be new to my channel, my name is Rochelle Richard, and I am the founder, CEO, and self-love empowerment coach here at Empowerment Experiences. For all my returning fans, I appreciate you so much. Truly grateful for you. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below. That's my favorite, is to let me know that you stopped by. Say hi, so I can say hi back. And with that, for our Super Sign Sunday, I am actually quite excited about. So come with me into the forest for more than the trees. Let's discover and embrace all this intuition sees. Together we shall come to know that which we need to reclaim our goddess power on this divine journey indeed. And that again is what we do here at Empowerment Experiences. Whether you're healing twin flames, healing the inner child, or healing you completely all together. That's what we do here. And as I sat down to record this message this week, I literally had picked up my phone to put it where I needed to, of course, access what content I need to share. And boom, 11:41. So we're going to start this update with angel number 1141, which right off the bat is a number for the frequency of love. Love. Being in the frequency of love, allowing yourself to receive love, letting love in, and letting yourself feel that love within. All right, so a bit more. Let me get to my little details here for us. Oh no, that's a real. Let me get the square. There we go, the square. Be in the frequency of LOVE, love. Keep moving forward, Goddess. Keep moving forward. I know I just sent out this morning, this past 2 weeks, For You Friday newsletter. I've been in sabotage mode a bit this month, and I get it. I get what it is to hear that voice in you that tells you that it's futile, it's fruitless, all of your efforts are for nothing, and nothing's going to change, and you're not making any progress. But those are the times when you need to just keep moving forward, and that's what 1141 is here to remind us, is just keep moving forward. Stop focusing on such a big picture, because that's what's making you feel so overwhelming. That's what's making it feel so heavy. That's what's separating you from this love energy, is because you're allowing in all the other energies that are quite conflicting, right? The whole negative side of things. You have all you need to achieve your goals and dreams. 1141 tells you this. This is why you keep moving forward. This is why 1141 tells us to keep moving forward and believe in yourself, Goddess. You have to believe in you, or else nothing is going to come true for you. Because if you don't believe in you and that you deserve what you desire, it's going to be very, very challenging for you to then receive what you desire. So align with your new life and beginnings, says 1141. Align with your new life and beginnings, meaning to actually go into those meditative states and visualize, play it through in your mind, what the life looks like that you desire to be living. Okay, this is how we align with that. First, we get that vision. We begin to consistently visualize and show up for ourselves in that way, and be aligning our mind and our energetic being with the outcome we desire. And as such, you then are more apt to take organic actions, right? Inspired organic actions toward those desires. Because again, you are aligning yourself in all the ways you can, where your power is to be receiving what you desire. Never give up. Big words on this right here. It's a big message for 1141. Never give up. When that mean girl is bearing down on you and just telling you all the lies that are not true, all the things that keep you in this little box. Nobody puts baby in a corner, damn it. Nobody. You see, my twin flame would call me baby. That was his pet name for me. And I normally not a super, like doll, but it was different. There was so much more. And I figured out why later, what the point of it was, is that nobody puts baby in a corner. That's all that kept playing in my mind. From, of course, yes, Dirty Dancing. Because Goddess, you are baby, figuratively. You are that divine feminine that is growing into her true, full, powerful goddess self. It's time to truly grow out of that space of fear and hesitation and that mind fuckery manipulation that has you stuck, right? From moving forward and not wanting to move forward because you feel like you're not making that progress. All right. So never give up. I'm going to share with you one of my favorite quotes, which is, so often, the energy of failure precedes that of success. And even better still, it is always darkest right before the dawn. Right? So keep moving forward. That's why 1141 keeps telling us this. Stand in your power of you. This is why, again, separating yourself from that which is not you, being able to discern these thoughts and beliefs that are actually separating you, from the power of you. So cultivate love and confidence towards yourself is our final message from 1141, is that you've got to be the one to be allowing yourself to love yourself, to feel the love within yourself, for yourself, to look at all the amazing things about yourself, to nurture that, to cultivate the confidence by way of showing up. That's what this year has been so much about. 2023, all about me, says the divine feminine energy, right? It's about being confident in you and who you are and why you're here. So that is, yay, our wonderful, amazing angel number 1141, starting today's divine feminine energy reading and empowerment message. So with that, shall we dive right into the cards? Whew, I love that, 1141. I don't know about you, Goddess, but and looky there, I sure needed that. Look, celebrate. 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 It would be so nice if we took a holiday. Took some time to celebrate. Okay, I'm going to stop because it's just keep going on in my mind. So right there is a wonderful little music message for you of just celebrating how far you have come. Take a break and let yourself see your progress. Just because it looks like it's not working, it's only because you're looking at it from the wrong way. Turn it around, Goddess. It's just like the visual I just had in my mind is when we flip the camera, right? When we're flipping the camera on our phones or our devices, we turn it on and it was, wrong way. Just flip it. Flip the perspective and you change what you're seeing. See? So celebrate how far you've come. Celebrate that you're still here showing up for yourself even on the days when you don't want to. Yet you do. You get out of bed. Even if you just go through the motions, Goddess, you did it. So even on your worst days, you did it. So celebrate that for you, that you are doing it. You are being you. as only you can. Only you can. Oof, that one went a flying. So let's see what we have. Ooh, because you are not alone in this. And when we separate ourselves from our true self, what we're actually separating ourselves from is our source. We're separating ourselves from each other. We're separating ourselves from the connection to that source, the connection that we have with all that is. This experience that you are having, Goddess, is a partnership with the universe, with your guides, with the souls that you have agreed to learn lessons with in this life. And it's up to you to step up into that and rise to the occasion and, again, embrace your power and acknowledge that you are wanted here, you are supposed to be here, and, again, celebrate how far you've come by acknowledging the power that you have and the connection that is there between you and source and your higher self. Because when you have a strong connection with your energetic support, then you clearly cultivate and manifest and create a strong connection with those in the physical world. So it really truly begins with you. And this is why it's so important for you to be celebrating all your progress and how far you have come. All right. Just because also, and I have to say this, oh my goodness, of course, as the courage card jumps out, having that courage to recognize that you will be presented time and time again with perceivably the same lesson. But just as I've mentioned about shifting perspectives on things, you're going to experience the same kind of lesson, the same root lesson, but from varying perspectives, varying degrees, because you have lived through this and developed these traumas, these wounds, these beliefs, these cycles, these patterns by living them and repeating them from the varying layers and perspectives and facets of your whole life journey. Okay, so find your brave to embrace each level of ascension, each up level of expansion that you ascend into, that you step into or you expand into. Trust that, yes, you are loved. Yes, you are being supported. This is why I am absolutely certain we started this Super Sign Sunday with the love frequency number of 1141, which for me, it's a very poignant number in my world. It is actually a time of transition for one of my spirit guides who had actually incarnated as, there were 4 of them. They were a litter of kittens and they were not regular babies. They ended up having FELV their whole life. Well, their whole little short lives of only 9 and 10 months of lives they had. But wow, the messages they brought into my world, and they led me to where I am today. For sure. That's the intention. That's why they came. Always guiding us, always, helping us to navigate this crazy world, because you are supposed to trust and surrender. You are supposed to basically go blindfolded through this world. We purposely did that because it is all about the journey of coming back home to ourselves. This is why as twin flames, oh, sorry, I bumped my little mic there. This is why as twin flames, we have this perceived separation from each other, just as we have this perceived separation from our true selves, from source, from, love, because we need to shift our perspectives to see the truth. How beautifully aligned that this is the world we literally are in now, that what's being perpetrated as truth really is being finally revealed to be the upside down clown world of lies. We are in that inversion space of that which has been inverted is now being, topsy-turvied back up and made right. And this is why we have such chaos in this world right now. Are all of these changes being made? This 3D into 5D, this old earth into new earth space. This is why, again, you just got to be focusing on you, goddess, what you're creating, what you're contributing. You do need to be in that bubble. Because your true power is in the energy that you're putting out. Your true power is in the example that you are setting for others. It's not so much being so outspoken and yelling at people and calling people names and, pointing the finger when, there's so much of the pot calling the kettle black right now. It's insanity. And it's just like, whoa! But from chaos comes order. Right? Because we need this chaos. This is why, again, when you're stuck in that rotunda, that hamster wheel even, that's just spinning around. And I say rotunda, but I actually mean something that's like spinning. I'm thinking of there's a carny ride that I remember doing long time ago. And it's like a silo and it spins, right? And then the floor drops out, right? And you're just stuck there. Stop being stuck there. Get off that ride. Get off the ride. And pick something else. Ouch. Oh my goodness. Just amplifying that, right? See, because it's just gonna keep you stuck. It's gonna beat you up. It's going to keep you in that limiting space, right? So find your brave, the courage to embrace this next level of where we are. Celebrate what you have accomplished. Celebrate that you are doing it, even when, again, you feel like you're not making that progress, that you are. So keep finding your brave to keep showing up, especially when it feels like you're not supported or it feels like it's not working. That's when you've got to show up the most, is when it's most challenging. That's when you're really being put to that test. Alrighty, we have any more? Oh, we do. Boom, there it is. Well, awareness right there. Being aware, again, of how you're seeing things, being aware of what you're allowing yourself to feel, see, experience. We cannot change that which we are unaware. And true change begins when we choose within ourselves to truly change. Change is really only created from within ourselves, not so much outside of ourselves. Because if you don't change the programming within yourself that is creating the external results, then you're not actually changing anything. And it's going to go right back to being the way it was. So only through awareness do we make the changes that we need to be making. So right now, Goddess, you are being called to definitely sit. That's the word coming to mind, is to sit in your awareness, to be in that space of connecting with this present moment, because awareness exists only in the present moment, only in this moment. Well, let's see then, if that's the case, right? Where is our power of surrender at this moment with regards to what we need to throw up our hands and say, I trust, I surrender, I say yes to? What are we trusting, surrendering, and saying yes to? Well, right there. Wow, just as I was saying about how you really have very, very little to no impact of changing anybody and anything outside of you. You can only change the world, your world, by changing what needs changing inside of you, that's going to align, right? 1141, talking about aligning with these new beginnings, right? You want this new result, you want this vision, you have to be willing to let go of what doesn't serve you And you have to be willing to allow yourself to step into this new version of you, to align with this, to stop trying to control something you cannot control, meaning stop giving your power away to something that you don't have power over, which is why you end up giving power away to it rather than it being something that you're flowing power through towards your vision, right? There's the hemorrhaging of it, but then there's the flow of energy. There's the So recognize what you're aligning with, where you're feeding your energy. Awareness. Awareness is the key, goddess, is the key. Now, I feel like, let's see, perhaps, oof. Yep, we have, oh my goodness. Surrender to your intuition. That's what this awareness card is, right? This partnership, because you are in partnership with your intuition, with your higher self. So surrender to that. It's most often it's not going to make a lick of sense. You're going to be like, well, why? And I'm going to sit over here and be truthfully honest because I knew this card was next, the ego card. My ego, my mean girl. I don't know about you, goddess, and I'd love to hear she been on one lately. That's why today was the first newsletter I sent out, a first For You Friday since the first Friday of this month. Because my ego been, ooh. She been beating me up, right? Not been allowing the voice of my intuition to be the louder voice. Because my ego wants to sit there and go, but why? But why? Why? Why should I do that? Why? Oh my goodness. And I just heard in my head, because mama said so, boo. Because mama said so. You have to be willing to do the things that you've never done before in order to get to where you've never been. And for those of us, and I'm saying us, who have these egos, and I'm pretty sure it's like all of us, that like to undermine all of our visions, undermine every intuitive nudge that we have that's out of the norm, which obviously the majority of your intuitive nudges are going to be out of the norm because your intuition is working so hard to lead you to what you keep asking and pleading for, right? This whole I'm not making any progress nonsense, or it's not working for me, is because you are trying to control aspects of your experience that you cannot control. You're focusing, your perspective is in the direction that you're not able to see. That dark side of the moon that you're being asked to see, that your intuition is showing you and saying, oh, come on, I'll show you what you need to see. Come on. So to answer that big, huge question of why, when your ego asks you, but why? But why? Why do you want to do that? Say, because don't you want to have everything that you've wanted? What if the only way to get there is to follow my intuition? Because my ego sure shit don't know where we're going. It only knows where we've been. It only knows the stories that it's been told of fear and just, unpleasantries. Trauma. Why not to do it? What if? Goddess, so answer the question with a question. When your mean girl asks why, you say, but because what if? What if this is the way to get to what we want? What if this is the door that on the other side is all the joy and abundance and love that you've been longing for your whole life, but just haven't quite been willing enough to trust me just enough to come just a few more steps this way. So follow your intuition, goddess. That's this message. Your intuition is nothing but love energy, source energy. It wants nothing more for you but for you to thrive, for you to be in joy, for you to love your life. The only part of you that keeps you from that. So keep moving forward. This is why how beautiful we had 1141 start this message, and we're ending it with the ego in that sense of they're contradictions in so many ways, right? You have this source, unconditional love, whereas ego, very conditional, very controlling. Unconditional, conditional, right? So allow for that love to soften that ego within you. She does not need to be so harsh. She does not need to be so protective of you. Because really what she's doing is she's keeping you from your joy. And only she keeps you from your joy. So make friends. Make friends. And begin to live the life that you really truly want. And you can begin right now, Goddess, by choosing what you're focusing on. And allow yourself to feel the love that is you, that's within you, and that's all around you. With that, I remind you, Goddess, that the power is in your hands. This power of love, this power of creating the life that you desire and so fucking deserve. Because that power has always been inside you. Namaste.